John Wilson, where are we today now?
Again, well, we're at the Crossroads at Windsor Forks. And in the early 1900s, this was a happening place. And there are a few things still left here from that period, and there are a few things that are long gone. But the first one I wanted to show you is the hall, which I believe was built around, I'm told was built around 1920. And at that time, my father told me that there was a very activist Anglican priest here. And the congregation built the hall. They had a Boy Scout troop. They had an IOF lodge here. And there were, even in my time, there were numerous concerts and recitals and card parties and pie socials here. It was the church was, or the hall was actually built on part of the old Monk estate, but I think at that time it was owned by George O'Brien. Probably donated the property to the church. Just across from the church is that wee little building over there,
Yeah.
which was the community store.
Yeah.
It was originally Burl Bendick had the store. And Burl unfortunately died of TB. And then Ben Armstrong owned it. And there was a guy here named Clifford Short, who many will remember, who clerked in that store for years. When I was a teenager, I clerked in there for a couple of times when there was nobody else available.
Oh yeah.
Here was Ben Armstrong's new store, and before that there was a cooper shop there. And I remember as a kid being in that cooper shop. The cooper shop was owned by McNeil's, and just up the road, we shot it before, was the mill.
And the famous mill had the pond on one side of the road.
The mill was
big pond on one side of the road, and the mill was here on the left-hand side of this road.
They hauled the logs across the road. There wasn't quite as much traffic in those days.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Yeah,
we'll walk ahead here so we can see down the street.
Yeah.
We want to look at these roads.
It's a busy spot.
Yeah.
These houses were built by McNeil's at the time when things were really going here. When they had both the woods and the mill was run by one brother, and the other brother ran the farm. So they were able to keep their men on the year round working.
So they had portable mills that worked in the woods,
yeah,
and then they had the big stationary mill right here.
Yes.
And then the cooper shop,
yeah.
And then all these houses were built to support the men, and they had places to live and that kind of stuff.
That's correct.
And she was just a big mill. Now the line here, was you saying it was right?
Well, it runs from about Sangster Bridge straight back, just by the edge of this hall
here,
to what they call the baseline.
Yeah.
And then it's offset a few hundred yards, and then to Pontic Lake.
Runs right straight back to Pontic Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just going to walk across the street, try to take a chance here, John, and look at so the store was. I knew it as a Ben Armstrong store, but it was someone else's store before that. Ben was in the war, and then when he came back from the war, who had it before Ben?
Burl Benedict.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to walk across and photograph the store. So this is the first store right here. And that was this store, when I was young, the store was, they still sold feed and stuff out of it.